Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another. How's my hair look? Does my hair look great? Yeah. It's time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side for now. And one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is The Young and the Restless. And this past week on The Young and the Restless, all hell broke loose, right? Because at the end of last week, we saw that the big revelation that Jack Abbott is not an Abbott. And we kind of saw the fallout from that this week. So we saw Jack make them replay that scene over and over again in the theater, and he's devastated. And you know, here's the thing. So we all know that Victor did it. It's pretty fucking obvious that Victor did it, right? How does Jack not know that Victor did it? Like, Victor shows up at the premiere party, which was, you know, so this Hollywood premiere, which actually was very cute, the way that they did it for Dina. And, you know, he's the only person that was not related to somebody there. I mean, he's Abby's father, but Abby would not have invited her father to an Abbott family function ever. So, I mean, that's your first red flag that, hi, I'm just going to fuck up your life forever, right? Okay, so Kyle, so they're kind of slowly piecing together how it happened, because Abby and Ashley are totally flummoxed. They're like, oh my God, I don't know how this could have happened. We burned that shit. I don't get it. We saw, because Charlie before the movie came over and showed them a rough cut, not a rough cut, the finished cut. He showed them the finished version. There was no scene like that where Dina discussed, you know, Jack and his paternity. They thought it was lovely. And so what's good about this is that we see that lots of different things happening. The first thing is that, you know, Ashley and Abby are on the case. Like, they are figuring shit out. So first things first, they find out that Ravi is the one who because Ashley tells Ravi about what happened at the theater. And then Ravi tells Ashley that footage was probably from the memory card that was given to him by Kyle that he had to retrieve. So he apologizes. He's like, I was so busy, I did not even look at the footage. I just did the thing that Kyle asked me to, and I gave it to him. I didn't even stop to think, and if I didn't know, and I would have told you. And she believes him, which is good, because you know what? I miss Ravi. You know, like, there was really no reason for Ashley to dump Ravi. Like, I enjoy Ravi quite a bit. But maybe it's just because I work in IT too, and that's why, and I have a soft spot for those IT guys. Okay, so that's one thing. So then they find out that Kyle did it. So then they're talking to Kyle, and Kyle's like, I swear though, I didn't alter that movie. Yes, I had the footage. Yes, I knew. But I just... Sorry. You know, it's fucking hot as hell. You know, I've had my air conditioner on all day. And it is set at 68 degrees. However, all day long, it's only gotten down to 79, which makes me think that it is fucking hot as hell outside. I can barely even imagine how hot it is outside if it's 79 degrees inside. Okay, so anyways. Okay, so let's talk about the other thing that's happening is, well, this is kind of a different storyline. But, so Sharon... You know, he's like a dog with the bone in terms of JT, and trying to figure out what the fuck happened with JT. Why was his cell phone located near Victoria's house? Blah, 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 right? Well, Sharon finally got sick of him nosing around her business. And she was like, look, here's the deal. I love you, and I want you so bad. It makes every nerve in my bones stand up every time I see you. And then they totally fucked. And you know what the great thing is that listen, you know, I enjoyed Nick with Sage. I enjoyed Nick with Phyllis, whatever. But let's be real. His true love is Sharon. Like, Nick and Sharon are basically the Victor and Nikki of their generation. And so I'm kind of glad to see Nick and Sharon get back together. I really enjoy them. And I got to give Sharon major props because she kind of took him off the case for a little while because he's busy, you know, with she's busy with him and he's busy with her, and he's too busy to be going looking for JT. So, and Nikki actually had this big ceremony planned for the garden, but she canceled it because for fear that someone would actually, you know, I don't know, dig up JT. So they decided not to do that, which is good. Okay, so anyway, so back to the whole Dina movie thing. The other thing that happened is that Charlie, who edited this movie and did such a good job that it brought Jack to tears when he saw it in his living room, he is mortified because he wants the Abbotts to know, I did not do this. I swear to God, I never even saw that footage. I don't know what that is. I did not. I promise you I did not. And they believe him. I mean, again, these are smart people. Like, these are people that are running a supposedly Fortune 500 company, right? So why the hell are they so stupid that they cannot understand that it was obviously Victor? I mean, they've been saying, oh, maybe it was the mustache. I mean, maybe. Hello. Yes, it was Victor. It was. Yes. Wake up. Ding dong. Hi, Jack. This is a clue. Yes, it's Victor. But you know what it's really done is that it's actually given Marla Adams some really good material as well. You know, that woman has my heart. I love her so much. She's so nice, and she does such a good job as Dina. She's doing so well. And on that note, it's nice to see that Young and the Restless is actually starting to get a little bit of publicity for Dina's Alzheimer's story, because I'm not going to lie, I was a little irritated that all of the publicity went to General Hospital for theirs, which, don't get me wrong, their storyline is great, and Max Gale is doing great, and Maurice Bernard, as usual, is doing great, but the reality is that Young and the Restless had been doing it for a lot longer, and they've kind of drawn it out a little bit more real time, whereas, you know, with General Hospital, it was all at once. But Young and the Restless didn't get any public, publicity for it. But that's changing, and I enjoy that a lot. And I know that it's probably difficult for Eileen Davidson to play Ashley, to have this happen to her mother, Dina, but she's doing a great job. She's doing a phenomenal job. She's doing a really, really good job. And I know that I'm normally a big Susan Banks fan, but in this case, I really do. I love me some Ashley Abbott. I think she's doing very great. Kyle, what is it with boys named Kyle? I don't get it. Kyle, I'm not sure what his deal is. I'm really not. On the one hand, you think he's pro-Victor, and then on the other hand, you think he's pro-Jack, and then on the other hand, you think, well, fuck. Is he pro-anybody except pro-Kyle? I mean, who knows? His motivations have not become crystal clear. But I will say this. I did enjoy that Kyle went looking for Victor on Mother's Day. This was a really good episode, actually, the Mother's Day episode. Kyle went looking for Victor on Mother's Day, and then he ran into Nikki. Now, let's take a stroll down memory lane of all the people that Nikki has killed. Most recently, JT. Before that, Kyle's mother, Diane Jenkins. Before that, her own father. So she's left quite the little trail of bodies behind her, and she still hasn't managed to go to prison for any of that. Now, what's funny is that, meanwhile, Phyllis, who also has a trail of bodies of her own, but really it's just Dr. Tim Reed is the only one I know of that she's murdered. she tried to murder Paul and Christine, and they tried to sue her for it too 20 years later, and the judge laughed them out of the courtroom, which really irritated me. That really was like, oh God, I was really irritated by that. But yeah, it's interesting to see that Nikki can get away with it, you know. But yeah, Kyle let her have it. Kyle let Nikki have it, you know. And that was pretty fierce. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, all right. I'm glad somebody said something, you know, although no one's called Phyllis out on the carpet yet, but I'm sure that day is probably coming. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag YR to talk Young and the Restless, or you can also hashtag GH to talk General Hospital, which I'm doing next episode. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. And while you are at it, you can look around that YouTube channel for my Storytime with Angel Benton series. Episode 3 is coming up next week in Japanese. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.